I keep getting fucking clapped by a million squirrels that get thrown at me. I'm like, when it first happened, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the Pixel Primos Video Game Podcast, the show where we talk about all the latest things in gaming, from anime getting banned to waifus getting clapped. Hey, I'm Fonso.
What's up, everybody? Baco, best friend.
And you can call me Oni-chan. I'm JJ.
Come back, everybody.
Dang,
Welcome
that's a good one.
back. It's funny because I introduced it as a gaming show, yet the pun was all about anime. But it's because it's going to tie into our main topic. But before we get into our main topic of discussion, we should acknowledge the true alphas of this channel. You guys, the viewers
out there.
Mm-hmm. So we got some comments on our last Pixel Primos where we talked about Assassin's Creed
and
that's
out now.
Yeah, the game's out now. Yeah, I did buy it. I have done the intro, but I'll leave comments until I get further into it, which might be a while for you guys, because I guess to pull back the behind the scenes curtain just a little bit for you alphas, we are gonna pre-record an episode because I will be going out of town again for work reasons. Now the good news is, as I mentioned in the last one, is
as will I.
That's right. Paco will also be out of town,
also for work. I'll be at a work conference.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, both leave too,
right?
Just go somewhere else.
But the funny thing is, we're going to you, Jay.
Yeah, well, we're going to you, and then I'm going farther north because mine's in Dallas. And you know what? I've always wanted to say, man, I'm going to a work conference. I've never worked a job where I could say, oh yeah, man, I got a conference for work. I've always done blue collar work, and now this is like. So this is what it's like. Cedar Rapids. That's what that movie. This reminds me of.
It's the fucking Catalina wine.
For me, as a library, as somebody who works in a library, this is like our Catalina wine mixer right here, going out there.
Right, exactly. So, the current plan, we'll see hopefully how this goes, is because since last time I failed to do math properly and we were behind an episode, that was my bad. To prevent that from happening, right now the current schedule is looking like this. This episode is still going to go up on y'all's usual Friday weekly upload. However, the week after that, the weekend of April would be April 4th, that Friday. We will probably not upload the typical episode because if I'm not mistaken, the Nintendo Switch presentation is going to be April 2nd. Mm-hmm. So right now the current plan is we'll see if we can do some type of live recording, possibly here on YouTube, and just do an impromptu reaction overview of that presentation and what's discussed. We'll figure out the details as we get closer to the date, but that will replace the usual Friday upload, and then the week after that you will get your pre-recorded Alpha Primosa goodness for that Friday. For that following Friday. So that is what it's looking like. So just to give you alphas the heads up. And as always, just stick to our socials, stick to, our Instagram. And I'll be sure to post. Or if I could do a community post on YouTube. Just keeping you guys updated on what's going on, what's going to happen. But right now, that's the current plan. We'll see how things go. We'll see. Yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll figure this out. Don't worry. Yeah. You guys will get content. Don't worry.
Yeah. The content you crave.
Need to figure out a way to. The only thing that I'm trying to solve
is what do we stream off of? Because like my PC is in my room, and we could do it in my room, but the problem is TV's over there. So we could dual monitor it where we just have it on this monitor, and then we'll just be really close. But like this space is also very cramped, so we can't fit.
Yeah, I'm thinking if not necessarily like the episode is live, but not the reaction, because I don't know at what time Nintendo's gonna start their presentation. So if it happens while I'm away at work,
same.
we won't be able to
Okay.
do a live react. So instead, it'll be the usual episode like we're doing right now, but just recording live.
It,
yeah.
Oh, well, then that we can just do on my phone. That's fine.
Yeah. No, we can definitely do something like that. I'm thinking maybe we could even do it on Discord. That way, all three like cameras can come out at the same time. But I think we'll just have to hammer out the details when we get closer to the date. Because I'm thinking we'll screen record the Discord call. That way the webcams can show up. But we'll deal with that. With that said, let us read. Okay, we got 2 comments, but they're both by the same alpha. Gamer introvert power. Sorry, I almost botched your name there. Commenting on our Assassin's Creed episode, saying, okay, I'm not sure which to read first, but here we go. Hey guys, I just started replaying Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. I have played Nightmare, but not Ultra Nightmare. I just finished the campaign. Now I'm playing the DLC on Eternal. I have been playing it for Doom the Dark Ages. Have you guys played Mad Max yet? Or even attempted playing Death Stranding? And then his second comment is, when you guys played Doom Eternal, did you guys try the Conan Barbarian look?
I did not try the Conan Barbarian look.
I didn't do that one either. Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't know that was a thing, to be totally honest.
Yeah, same. I'm replaying it now, so I mean, maybe I'll try it.
And to answer the last question, the Mad Max yet? Yes, I've played Mad Max, and I have also played Death Stranding. I didn't finish it, but I think I got like halfway, like story wise. I do want to finish it because the sequel is coming out this summer. But we'll see. I'm juggling games right now. I'm still trying to finish Pirate Yakuza, so that way I can play Assassin's Creed Shadows comfortably. And then when I play that, well, then by the time I finish Assassin's Creed, Death Stranding 2 might come out. So
speaking of, what are you guys playing? What did we forget? What are you guys?
Helldivers 2?
Well, we are there, Paco. Well, no, just because like I finally got the PS5, y'all. Finally got it bought it for myself for my birthday. First thing I downloaded was Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, fucking Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Warzone, Fortnite, like all the basic stuff. Helldivers is a hell of a lot of fun, especially when you play with people you know. Even with the randos we were playing with, I'm sure they were listening to our fucking chat. Because we were party chat. One of the guys, I forgot to throw his friendly fire, kept kicking me because I accidentally shot him. It happens in war, okay? Chill.
Yeah, it's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah. But, man, dude, Ghost of Tsushima is fucking beautiful. Holy shit, I'm having a lot of fun with Ghost of Tsushima. Took me a little minute to get used to the combat because like you actually have to fight like a fucking samurai. Like it's not just hack and slash. So if you've never played it and you're expecting hack and slash type, nope, you got to be somewhat strategic. You have to switch out stances, stuff like that. Overall, I've only played it for shit. I mean, I've been playing it every day. Like I've gotten distracted because I'm just constantly playing. I'm not even close. I think I'm barely in the second act. Yeah, I think I've just barely made it to the second act. I'm just doing all the random shit across the island. Still looking for stuff, figuring things out. The only thing I will say that I don't like is that you can't skip. Like once you finish your mission or your story, you can't skip that screen. You know, you got to sit there and watch and like, oh, come on, let me skip it. I want to keep going.
Yeah.
But overall, really enjoying the story, really enjoying the game. Can't wait till it actually becomes a movie because they said they're going to make it in a movie. So can't wait for that to happen. And Kurosawa mode is badass. So if you've played it or you never played it, play it on Kurosawa mode. Looks like you're playing through an old school samurai movie. It's fucking badass. And yeah, that's it.
Shoot.
All right,
I have been replaying through Doom Eternal.
Nice.
Because, yeah, I just, well, when we were talking about Doom the Dark Age for a little bit, and I was like, I kind of feel like playing Doom again. Like,
Yeah.
You have an urge to rip and tear.
Yeah,
I just want to rip something.
I need a rip and tear. Yeah, and well, I downloaded it on the PlayStation because it was free with the fucking fuck off expensive PlayStation Plus subscription that I had.
Yeah,
I think I pay for like the most expensive one. Fuck, that bitch is gonna renew. I should probably cancel it.
I pay for the mid. I pay for the mid one.
But I downloaded it on the PlayStation because now I have that big ass TV in the living room that Gertz sold me. Thank you, Gertz.
Yeah,
friend of the show, Gertz.
Good job,
Gertz. I was telling Juan that I was replaying it, and like I had barely started it, and Mark comes back home. Him and Carol come back home from something, and he's like, "Did you buy Doom?" And I was like, "Well, no, I didn't buy it. It comes with the subscription that I'm paying for." And he's like, "It looks so fucking awesome in this big ass TV." And I was still like at the beginning. I wasn't fighting nothing. Like nothing impressive was happening on screen. It was like the little stupid zombie demons. And then like they go into their bedroom and he just hears like the Doom music blasting and he comes out like, and now I'm actually fighting like Kako demons and like bigger shit. And he's just like standing there like watching me play and he's like, fuck yeah. I thought that was a pretty cool bro moment that we had.
Yeah.
And apart from that, I've been playing Rivals. The saga continues. I'm plat, y'all. I'm plat, y'all.
Hell yeah.
And I'm platter than plat, and I'm plat, y'all.
Keep getting my ass handed to me with every character I play. But I've never been good at multiplayers, so I even just in regular mode. I'm not playing ranked. Even just in regular mode, I'm getting
Squirrel Girl's pretty easy to like be good with. Like she's a real easy character to use because like even you don't have to have perfect aim. Like even if you miss, she does splash damage.
Yeah.
I
just keep hearing in my head, "Squirrel stampede." I'm like, ah, being attacked by a million squirrels.
Yeah, I think they nerfed her ultimate because now I'm not getting as many kills with it as I used to.
I keep getting fucking clapped by a million squirrels that get thrown at me. I'm like, when it first happened, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
All I heard was squirrel stampede.
Ah! Yeah, you can kill the squirrels and end it early. And that's what everyone's been doing with mine.
I'm gonna use Punisher to do that. Oh, Punisher, you're gonna be my savior from the squirrel stampede.
Okay, let us now move on to our main topic of discussion. As I teased earlier, anime.
Yeah, my life.
So, well, it may not be your lifeline for too long because the state of Texas.
You know.
Oh, hey.
I don't want to bring out my waifu doll, who's for explicit purposes.
I also have this may have been more appropriate, but it's hard to tell. It's Goku.
Goku. Nice.
I have an anime cup or glass. No. Only
Yeah.
here's my anime. A little Pikachu. that everybody's got their waifu mugs. I have Pikachu.
I have a Kunin Edogawa right here.
Oh, nice.
All right, you fucking nerds. Hang on. I have a cursed Luffy Funko Pop.
Oh,
Nice.
ooh, that's actually pretty nice. I have a Goku Black statue and a Midoriya statue, but they're like too far away. Also, I'm not wearing pants.
Last thing
I'm not wearing pants. So I'm not gonna stand up. Like this shirt's just a crop top.
Pochita.
Oh, okay, Puchita.
Nice.
That's cute.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Are
right.
we done showing
Enough.
our preciouses to
Yeah.
each other?
Yeah.
This is just the shit I have within arm's reach. I have more shit in there.
Yeah. I took my big ass Goku statue to work. And the same with the Luffy that Juan got me.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, but I have to hide them in a drawer. There's been a serial toucher on the loose.
Ooh, no. Let me touch my stuff.
Yeah, so they're in the drawer now. I might bring them back.
But yes, so for those out of the loop or just people that don't live in the state, what's going on is the Senate is introducing a new bill that would make it illegal to to possess or just create like visual material showing like underage characters.
I'm trying to
or
find
characters that can be perceived to be underage. Like I'm trying to find like the exact wording of it. But that's the general idea. Let's see. Here we go. According to the bill, quote, a person commits, I'm getting this from Click to Houston. Quote, a person commits an offense if the person knowingly possesses, accesses with intent to view, or promotes obscene visual material containing a depiction that appears to be of a child younger than 18 years of age engaging in activities described by Section 43.21 A1B, regardless of whether the depiction is an image of an actual child, a cartoon, or animation, or an image created using an artificial intelligence application or other computer software. End quote.
Yeah. So the problem and why I don't think this is going to pass as written is because of the wording. Like,
yeah.
Obscene, what does that mean?
It's too broad.
Yeah.
Does that mean just like
a term?
Yeah, exactly. So like if we're counting like violence, then yeah, that means that like shit like fucking Yu Yu Hakusho is out. Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball, even Dragon Ball Z is out because they beat the fuck out of Gohan.
And likewise, this would also apply to video games. So anything like Persona 5 or whatnot, or even like Final Fantasy, where you deal with teenagers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 3, where like they shoot themselves to
activate the persona.
Yeah, and I think that caught some flack when it was initially released. Like with the remake, not so much because like people already knew. Like,
but it's definitely like, you know, the intention behind it is good. The idea behind this is that they wanted to stop AI from generating child pornography, which fine, you know, on the surface everyone would fucking agree with that.
Yes, I feel like everyone would agree.
but it's one of those where when you write it into law, that's when like, wait, hold on a second, like we need to make sure we do this carefully, otherwise other stuff is going to get caught in the crosshairs by accident, kind of like
Yeah.
Well,
what happened with Pornhub.
I don't even think it would happen by accident, because unfortunately there are those people out there that just don't like
Well,
anime, don't understand it,
no,
and they
no,
would
no.
use this, I think, to
Mm-hmm.
be like, oh no, this is this is that. I think it just opens that
Yeah.
door when you're not
Yeah.
specific enough. Like there's gonna be that one
In
asshat that's be like, oh, no, 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 this is ridiculous. It's like, bro, you never even read it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stop it. You're taking something that was, again, like Juan said, it's for the good of protecting kids and all that, but now you're using that as like a guise to like stop other shit that you don't like that has nothing to do with this other thing.
Yeah. But I still think that like you're right. This could be just someone that wants to target anime.
Could be, yes.
Uh
That's, I'm not saying it, but it's
that
Texas.
is it's possible. But in terms of what Juan said, things getting accidentally caught in the crossfire, that's totally still
Yeah, no, yeah.
gonna happen, even with like this mysterious person that we're making up that just fucking hates anime. But
WB.
is probably very religious. Well, I mean, they just hate animation in general.
They hate animation in general.
Go watch the Looney Tunes movie, by the way, people. It's fucking great.
I can tell you somebody from WB that wrote this. Somebody from the WB, I swear to God.
No, yeah, but in my head, I'm envisioning, like the stereotypical super conservative, religious, Bible thumping kind of person
Mm-hmm.
writing this into law. There's a lot of, Renaissance and biblical art that has fucking cherubs that are butt ass naked. They look like fucking kids. Like, sure, they're angels,
Good
and
point.
maybe they're centuries years old. You fucking weeb, but but you fucking pedo. That's a lolicon. Don't you goddamn lie to me.
You Bible weeb. He's a Bible weeb. Bible taku.
That's some lowly shit. You're using the lowly defense now. Like, come on.
Yeah, fucking weirdos.
We're more alike than you think. Well, not me. But
well, their language, sir. Language. That's obscene. That's obscene.
Let me walk a few steps back here. No, yeah, but that's the problem with the law. That like, well, fucking even stuff that isn't anime or like modern, entertainment. Fucking Renaissance art. There's a bunch of naked kids in fucking Renaissance art, man.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think they said that there is no like exact legal definition for pornography. It's very much in the I will know it when I see it, like camp, because there's so much like crossover with that can be applied to TV shows and movies and whatnot. So I think this is just one of those inevitable like cases where there's gonna be like some crossover, and I'm skimming through Screen Rant. They have an article on this.
Yeah, I have that one pulled up.
Yeah, and in it they've pointed out that in a past case that went to the Supreme Court, it was a law like this was considered unconstitutional. It says here that they aim to outlaw the possession of materials that appear to depict minors engaged in obscene conduct, even if those depictions were virtual or computer simulated and did not involve actual minors. In a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court ruled that outlawing virtual images of minors that would not otherwise be considered obscene was considered unconstitutional. So it's very much them looking at the material and going like, there's nothing wrong with this. This is fine. So
well, I guess I'm gonna have to burn that copy of Lolita I got.
it Yeah, like it's no one's saying like, and I hate that whenever like stuff like this gets argued, they immediately throw out the like, you're just trying to defend pedophiles. You want fucking no one fucking wants that, and I hate that has to even
Yeah,
be
that's
an
always
argument. I don't know where, as a society, like there's this like mentality that there's people out there that like pedophiles. There's people out there that defend who?
You're like,
like,
no,
like
there's not a
I've
single
never
soul I
heard
know.
of.
Not
We
a
as a
single
It's
person I
society
know.
agreed to hate pedophiles so much that it's we dedicated an entire YouTube genre to it.
Yeah.
There's an
yes,
There
entire
was a whole ass
There-
TV show on NBC that
on
was
network
dedicated.
television.
Not
and it
only
got
that,
canceled because the guy died.
It was a Texas representative that
Oh
Yeah.
shot
Jesus
him.
Christ! It happened.
yeah,
Yeah,
Texas
that's
representative,
right.
and
It
not
happened
even.
in Dallas.
Yeah, it was in Dallas,
Yeah.
I believe. But the other thing too,
Mhm.
even
Dallas
criminals in jail are against this.
Yeah.
Okay, like nobody likes fucking pedos. Okay, like I said,
Yeah.
even criminals in jail will dole out the justice that most people want. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, let's be real. But this also brings something else to light to me, like. So with the manga and anime discussion, especially with manga
Mhm.
within school libraries and public libraries, it's not really a hot button topic or anything, but it's one of those things that when you work in a library, it's something you're going to have to deal with the parents as well.
Mhm.
So public libraries, you can try to come up there and like you need to ban this, and they're gonna tell you, bro, no, like you got to go through a whole process. So like, okay, what's wrong with this? You have to fill this out, tell it specifically where this, and then it goes to directors, the board, and all this other stuff, so they can be like, okay, is this obscene? And I have been to discussions like panels where they talk about how you talk about and how you teach people about the people that don't know what manga anime is, or they're not familiar with it, how you talk to them, because they don't understand it. They only see, and it's like, dude, because it has to be a cultural discussion. It's like
Yeah.
this is what the Japanese culture, this is what it takes from, this is where it's from, this is how they see, how they view things. Because there's a lot of animes, a lot of mangas that have the public bathing scene. And
Yeah.
for us, that is not something that we do in the West. That is something in Japan and other, not just Japan, but so many other countries that do that. So to them, it's not weird. It's not, and when people see this, I've had a parent come up to me and tell me, like, what is this? I have parents that literally, the kid comes up to me, he's like, hey, it's like a fucking 10-year-old, 8-year-old, like, do you have Junji Ito? And I'm like, what? How old are you? But I'm like, yeah, it's right over there. So I'm like, it's right over there. And the parent will
Here's your
ask
trauma,
me,
child.
the parent will ask me, they're like, do you know what they'll ask me like, do you know what she's looking for? I was like, yeah, it's a manga. No. And I don't give them my personal, like, hey, look, I can't tell you, I can't dictate. Like, if
No.
you want to let your child read that, that is totally up to you. I'm just telling you that's what this is. This is it over here. You have to make that decision. I can tell you what it is, but I can't, I'm not going to, because there are people that's like, well, you should remove this. I'm like, I'm not going to remove anything from here. This is for everybody. Like, your child is are they an advanced reader? And most of the time they're like, no. Then why are they in the young adult section? Like, that's typically for like 13 and above, I believe, if I remember, 13 and above. Like, that's what that's for. That's why it's down here. If your child is that young, they need to be upstairs in the children's library. We don't have that stuff in the children's library, but the parents are the one that are letting them read this. Like, they pick it up, they looked at it, and of course they're like, how do I read this? Because this is backwards. I was like, yeah, you got to read it this way. And they're like, oh, okay. Because they'll read it and they don't understand. They're like, why? This is weird. I was like, yeah, you're reading it wrong. You got to read it this way. And they're like, oh, okay. And they'll look like, that lady was sat there and read a whole chapter, and she still checked it out for her kid. So I'm like, hey, that's all you, baby. Like, you do you. Like, and she's come back before, she checked out like a bunch more Junji Itos. And there's other parents that'll ask me for Like, oh, where's your manga? It's like, it's right over there, and I'll point them to where all the manga is. And again, they don't know what it is, so they'll ask me, can I read this? I was like, that's up to you. I cannot tell you whether you should let your kid read this or read that. That is not my place to tell you what to read. I just won't. We don't, like, at our, like, we don't ban anything. Nothing's banned at our. We literally had a whole section of books that are banned that we have. That we have.
Nice.
And like, a lot of them are classics. Like, what was one of them?
Lolito was one of them.
Yeah, we don't have that one, actually. Somebody's come looking for it. We don't have that. But also, there's a lot of stuff we're missing. I'm trying to remember.
1984, Animal Farm.
Animal Farm, 1984.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Kill a Mockingbird is another one. And this is all stuff that I read, in school and stuff like that. And this lady, she came, because again, they were doing the school reading, and this lady asked me, she's like, hey, I heard this is a banned book. Why is it banned? I was like, well, because it depicts certain acts in the book, but that's why it was banned. She's like, but it's part of the book. I was like, yeah. When it was banned, I don't think people actually, like, read it. There's other books that, again, were banned just because, it has this, it has that. But, like, this is not, like, because they're trying to say that it's porn. Or that it's, but it's not porn, dude. It's they're explaining to you what happened to this person in the story. It's not like they're sitting there describing body parts to you in that, like, an erotic novel or something. This is just part of the story, the context of the story. And with some of the mangas and animes, they have the scenes like in the public baths and other that, but they don't actually show anything explicit. In mangas, there's always like something covering it up, but what's there. You as an adult or somebody who's at that level, what's there. But it's not explicit. This is just part of the culture of Japan, and most of the time it's played for comedic effects in these mangas and animes. So that's something that I'm still learning on how I have to explain, how I have to talk to people when they ask me about these things, because, like, I understand it, I know it, but I'm not a very good, like, explainer to stuff. So I'm having to learn how to explain it correctly to people, because I don't want to confuse anybody, be like, I don't get it. Like, okay, sorry. But again, like I said, it's up to the people to decide. Like, I can't decide for you, and I'm not going to decide for you. You just because you don't like it doesn't mean you can dictate for everybody else.
Yeah, and I feel like this kind of the awkward situation about this bill, this law, is that, well, to the general public, it's like, wait, what do you mean this sounds bad? And it's like, but it's, when you read it, you realize that it's not what it is. It reminds me back when the whole Mass Effect, the first game, caught a lot of flack because it
fucking alien.
Because it has.
Well,
a sex
that's
scene.
all of them, but
you can do it.
And there was like this. What do you mean? There's a sex scene in the video, and like it turned into this whole thing. And I mean, everybody's seen the clip with the Papa Jeff, the Doritos Pope, whatever, defending it on
Forever May He Reign.
That defending it, and it boils down to, like, it's one scene in a 10-hour plus game, and the scene isn't even
optional.
that it's optional. And then on top of that, it's like a daytime soap opera like scene. Like, it's tame as fuck.
I remember when the hot coffee situation San Andreas came out. Because I had it, right? Like, it came out on my birthday, so I bought it. And they were showing the clips of the mod in the news, in, like, everywhere. Like, it made worldwide news. Mom was watching the news in Spanish, and they showed it, and then she, like, kind of like turns and looks at me and she's like, "You don't have that game, do you?" And I was like, "Yeah, but like you can't access it." Also, like, what's so wrong about it? And she's like, "Well, they're fucking." I was like, "No, they're not. They didn't even take their clothes off. Like, how much fun could they possibly be having?"
Kind of like with GTA and the GTA and your hooker scenes where it's just the car shaking.
Oh, that the car just moves.
The car
Thank
just
God
moves.
she didn't know about the hookers. That would have been a whole.
That might have sent her over the edge.
But yeah, when I pointed out that like they don't even take their clothes off, like look at it again. They showed it on the news. It's not that bad. But she laughed, and like at that point, I was old enough. Like I was already 18, I think. So it's like,
yeah. So like,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. So
also something to clarify for people. If you don't know, library, like school libraries and public libraries, they don't just put any random stuff on the fucking shelf. It goes through a process. It has to be approved before it gets put on the shelf. Like it goes through many hands, like a director, like most big libraries and stuff, they have like somebody that's like, oh well, I curate the YA section, or I curate the children's library, stuff like that. Usually somebody, and they take a look at it, they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna look through this and read part of this, and then once they like, okay, this is good enough to be here in this section, and then they have to go through like the assistant director or another director or a few other people before they're like, okay, this is cool, we can put this on the shelf. Like, so for people that try to say like, oh, they just put, like, no, they don't just put anything out there. It has to go through, even like in our place, like it has to go through a process. Like we just don't put anything out there that's going to have anything that we think is going to be harmful, or some kind of something explicit or something. Yeah, it's just we shouldn't put out there. So it has to go through a process. Because I know there's some, I've heard some people say that like, oh, you guys just like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like it has to go through an approval process. There's a process, so it's not like just somebody threw it on the shelf like, oh, here you go, oh, look what I put here. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. I heard some people said, not like in personal life, heard people say that, and I'm like, that's not how it works, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, so that's why no one's checked out my manifesto.
No. Also, it's hidden. It doesn't have a spine or anything. There's no number. It's probably the wrong spot.
And so, just to kind of start wrapping things up, I guess, where does that leave us? Like, what's going to happen in regards to this law? Well, it is up in the air right now. But to just kind of paraphrase some of the stuff that's in the Screen Rant article, basically, they say that anime, manga, video games, those are considered forms of artistic expression. So because they have artistic value, they should be protected under that previous Supreme Court case that we mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
However, this bill that's being proposed in the state, they would have to argue that the anime or whatever they're bringing up doesn't have artistic value, or it doesn't have enough
artistic value,
and that it could be banned. But that's why in general it looks like this law might not pass, or at least it won't pass in its current form, the way it's written right now. With that said, like, could they reintroduce yeah, of course, and rewrite it and make alterations to it? Yeah, they definitely could. I mean, look, right now Pornhub is banned in the state of Texas because of previous laws that they pushed. And again, the idea behind that one was also with the think of the children, protect children. And yeah, and Pornhub ended up caught in the crosshairs because ultimately they're like, no, it's not banned. You just have to ask for ID. But Pornhub, as a website, as a provider, did not want to implement that. So for them, it was just easier to just ban it in the state of Texas. Whereas any other adult website, if they see that you're from a Texas IP address, they are going to ask for your ID so you can
access
the material. So it's hard to say at this point, like, what exactly is going to happen. But I think for now, just know it doesn't look like the law in its current form will hit the books. And if it does, again, they would have to argue what lacks artistic value and what lacks merit as far as,
I can tell you
depictions of
JoJo is
underage.
safe.
Yeah.
JoJo is safe because that fucker's been in the Louvre.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
his art has no. I'm not making this up.
I know you're not, dude.
No, we know you're not making it up.
Araki's art has been featured in the Louvre next to the maybe not immediately next to, but like that's where the Mona Lisa is.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna pass because I think it passed the Senate, Texas Senate. But I don't think it's gonna pass through the House. And I think it will come if it doesn't pass through. I think it will come up again rewritten. Like they're going to have to reintroduce it because they're going to have to be more specific, and they're going to have to write the language of it's going to have to be more specific and better. To for this to actually pass through, and like I said, people are going to be okay with certain things. And I mean, Texas, bro, I was born here. I love you, but bro, you're really starting to really piss me off with some of the stuff you introduce, some of the things you do, man. Like, I'm gonna need you to do better. I need you to do better. Yes, I agree. I don't think it's gonna. In the current state, I don't think it's gonna pass through at all. I don't think so.
All right, but we'll see. But till then, all right, you alphas, let us know in the comments what y'all think about what's it called, SB20 or this law.
Yes, this new.
Likewise, anybody else that isn't from Texas, let us know what y'all think about this.
I'm sorry, I have a dumb idea.
Yes.
What is it?
Think I should move to Japan and make my own manga.
Do it. That's it. Don't want to hear the rest of it.
No, entitle it SB20. Then what are you gonna do? You fuck.
Gotta ban SB20.
You're gonna ban SB20?
It's like what's the Bear Grylls, like the improve,
overcome, and adapt.
There you go. Like,
oh my god.
So there you go, everybody. So let us know in the comments what y'all think about this law. Are you guys worried about it? You guys think it will pass? Or just in general, or do you guys agree with it? If you guys agree with that law, please let us know in the comments. We would love to hear that.
I think I think some people agree with it because there's certain animes that people really don't like out there that are. It's weird, man. It's like
you can't use this law to say like I hate Naruto the anime.
No, it's not Naruto.
You can just bitch about it online, like everybody else.
There is one anime out there that,
but I really don't like Naruto.
It's Boruto, man. It's not Naruto. They don't like Boruto.
Oh, Boruto.
It's Boruto.
That's true.
It's like 2 seasons of nothing but filler. Literally, it's a whole season of filler. Like, fuck, dude. Damn it. It still bothers you. It's a whole season of filler. Right. Not even one canon episode. Not even one story episode. Just nothing but random filler. All right.
Well, until next time, Alphas. Yeah,
we'll see y'all later.
On the next one. Peace.